Hi, I'm Eric Lipton.
And I'm Jonathan Ballou.
We're from the Professional Ski Instructors of America National Alpine Team, and we're here today with SkyTechSport ski simulators to explain how we can take people who have never skied before and use this advanced technological equipment to introduce them to skiing.
We are also going to show you how to use the SkyTechSport ski simulator to develop existing skiers' abilities up through advanced levels.
When teaching students to use the simulator, you should remember some basic guidelines. The first is to make sure your students are wearing some athletic attire. The second is to remember to take breaks because they will get tired. And thirdly, keep water and a towel nearby just for the guests' ease of use and comfort. Ski equipment and ski boots especially are foreign to those who have never tried them on. The first thing you want to do with the boots is to make sure that your students have them on the correct feet with the buckles on the outside. When they put their ski boots on, their boots will be a lot heavier than their normal shoes. They'll also limit range in the ankle joint. So you'll want to take some time to allow the student to walk around and get comfortable wearing ski boots if it's their first time. It's very important for the boot to fit snugly around the entire foot. So the first step with a student who's never skied before is to allow them some time on firm, solid ground to get used to the comfort of the ski boots. So you'd first ask them to just walk around your area, just to get used to walking in ski boots. They'll notice that there's some limited range of ankle flexion. So you're going to ask them to do some gentle flexing of the ankles forward and backward. You might then ask them to do some deep knee bends, so squatting up and down, flexing, extending all their joints. Then finally, some slight hops will allow them to feel pressure, release, and engage back on the ground. Now it's time to identify and highlight for the student the basic athletic stance he or she will need when using the simulators and ultimately when sliding on snow. So you notice the student has a very similar angle between the shin and the spine. Elbows are ahead of the torso and eyes are focused ahead. We generally call this a basic athletic stance.
From a basic athletic stance, we are going to teach the skier to direct pressure from foot to foot. Step from one foot to the other with minimal movement of the torso, trying to keep the pelvis and shoulders as level as possible. Next, have the skier flex their ankle or dorsiflex onto the weighted foot, gently lifting the other foot in the air. Again, looking for the torso and pelvis and upper body to be stable as possible. We're now going to exaggerate the movement, and as they flex onto one foot, they're going to lift the other knee up. When the skier is comfortably moving from foot to foot, explore a varying rate and ranges of this movement. The skier will learn to control the angle of the edge or angle of the ski through movements of the lower body. We'll ask the skier to symmetrically tip both boot cuffs to the left and right. We're looking at the lower legs or boot cuffs stay parallel. The knees will move under the pelvis. A goal here is to try to have the legs move independent of the pelvis. We're looking for the upper body and pelvis to remain stable. Next, we're going to use a wall or a doorway, or in this case, the railing of the machine, to stabilize the skier's upper body. This will help them stabilize their body as they tip their legs underneath. In skiing, we use inclination and angulation. We are going to allow the skier to move their hips sideways using the railing to stabilize, trying to tip the legs more than the body. We should see the body stay more upright than the legs. We should see the shoulders stay level to the ground as the lower legs tip. Repeat these exercises on both sides. Throughout this exercise, emphasize awareness of muscular feelings in the lower legs, or the feelings that the feet are being tipped inside the ski boots to tip the skis to an edge.
At this stage, we're combining the skills of pressure control and edge control. This is the final step for preparing the student to use the simulator. And I'm going to ask the skier to not only tip their skis on their edges, but also to pressure the outside ski more than the inside ski. This simulates the movements that we'll make on the machine and ultimately on snow. Here the skier tips into the turn and directs pressure to the outside ski. Some of the sensations that they'll feel are increased weight on the inside half of their outside foot or under the arch, while the inside unweighted leg gets shorter and moves toward the torso. We can practice this in both directions.